Is it been frustrating with your credit card outstanding, not reducing even when paying the minimum amount due regularly? Watch this video to know what happens if you only pay the minimum amount due on your credit card outstanding. Hi guys, as a continuation of last video in which I showed how credit card interest and total amount due is calculated, in this video you will be learning minimum amount due, how is it calculated, and why paying minimum amount due is waste of money. Guys, please make sure that you watch my last video for better understanding. When you receive your credit card statement, what do you mainly look into? You look for the interest amount, total amount due, and if the total amount due is not within the reach that you could afford, the next thing what you look for is the minimum amount due. Minimum amount due is usually 3 to 6% of the total amount due or the current outstanding. Most of the times it is 5% of the current outstanding. From the last video, we calculated the total amount due as 2,376 rupees and 56 paise. So 5% of the total amount due is 118 rupees and 82 paise. What is this amount? What is minimum amount due? If you fall short of funds, say if you are not able to pay the complete outstanding, credit card companies offer you to pay at least the minimum amount due. This is the least amount you must pay by the due date to avoid late payment charges and other penalties. Any amount lesser than the minimum amount due will have a negative impact in your CIBIL or credit report, and you will also be charged with the late payment charges and other penalties. Paying just the minimum amount due is okay, only if you are doing it for a genuine reason. But do not make it a practice because it can land you in a debt trap. By paying just the minimum amount due and using your credit card for one or the other reason, you will exhaust your credit card limit and you will no more be able to use your credit card. Remember, most of the times you use your credit card only when you do not have enough money. And credit card is kind of a revolving debt where you borrow money from credit card, repay it, borrow again, repay it, and as it continues, debt accumulates through interest and penalties. With all this, why paying minimum amount due is waste of money? From the last video, we calculated the interest amount as 76 rupees and 56 paise. Now we have the minimum amount due as 180 rupees and 82 paise. If you compare the minimum amount due and the interest amount, there is very less difference. Almost 60 to 70% of the minimum amount due goes only towards the interest amount. And this becomes even worse when you add the service fee, processing fee, cess charges, GST and so on, which are the add-on charges on your credit card. As an aggregate, let's take 1% as add-on charges. So 1% of the total amount due is 23 rupees and 76 paise. Now when you add up the interest amount and the add-on charges, you get 100 rupees and 32 paise. Guys, out of the minimum payment, which is 118 rupees and 82 paise, 100 rupees and 32 paise goes only towards the interest amount and add-on charges. That's huge, right? Yes, almost 90% of the minimum amount due that you're paying goes only towards the interest amount and the add-on charges. Now let me show you what happens if you only pay the minimum amount due and use your credit card for one or the other reason. Guys, this Excel calculates the credit card interest, total amount due and minimum payment. We already have the balance that you held at the end of the billing period, which is 2,300 rupees, interest rate, which is the APR 42%, bill date and the next month's bill date. Guys, this is the minimum payment that you're done on the due date, which is 118 rupees and 82 paise. If you come down, you can see that the interest amount is 78 rupees and 36 paise and the minimum payment is 114 rupees and 7 paise. If you just add on 1% of the service fee, which is the add-on charges, it is 21 rupees and 82 paise. This is only when you do the minimum payment. Now let's see what happens if you do other purchases using your credit card. Say on 21st, you purchased groceries for 200. Just notice your interest amount and the minimum payment and service fee. See how it increases. Now on 25th, you subscribe for your DTH channels, which is 500. Can you see that the interest amount, minimum payment and the service fee is already been increased? Guys, as you continue doing this month on month, debt accumulates through interest and penalties. Now you decide to pay the minimum amount due or any amount higher than the minimum amount due. With this, I'm Thiago signing off for now. Take care, be safe.